donated from India through the negotiation of President George Manuel Great Man walking from London City to build trial with the national director. Help also to make sure that the buses were used properly and are leaving the Freeport to watch and find out that 45 of these buses will be leaving the compounds of the Freeport and they will be relieving competition stress in the country. Christmas gifts are on the way. Transportation has been put on a little relief in the country. 45 of these buses are coming out of the compounds of National Port Authority. I know some of you are very angry for whatever reason you are angry, but today, please be kind. But from the compounds of National Port Authority, 45 of these buses are marching out.
That our team today is followed. We're asking questions. We are following these buses. Some were branded as and yeah, they call Liberia. These are the Ayalolo buses. We want to ask, you can see the number there, GS 155316. And at Achimota, immigration officers, they were following these buses with a truck, and that's a pickup truck. And Omade Achimota, they have come to Achimota, Omade rebrand the buses. These are Ayalolo buses. We know where they're heading. We have people on their tail. Now we want to ask the Ghana government, why are they rebranding these buses and taking them to Liberia? What is happening in Liberia? That our buses are they are being rebranded. Are these your buses? You can see what they were doing. They have put National Transit Authority. I don't know if there's an NTA in Ghana, but these are buses registered in Ghana. Our Ghana numbers 2016. They register buses today at Timota. They were all rebranded and they are on their way to Liberia. So we are just asking a question. The next time we come here, we are going to come here with the biggest way to let Ghanaians know where these buses ended up. So,
okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going live for the NPS compound. And for the NPS compound, you have 45 of these buses. These buses were donated from India through the negotiation of President George Manuel Great Man walking on the to build trial with the national director. Help also to make sure that these buses were procured properly and are leaving the Freeport. As you watch, you'll find out that 45 of these buses will be leaving the compounds of the Freeport and they will be relieving transportation stress in the country. Christmas gifts are on the way. Transportation has been put on a little relief in the country. 45 of these buses are coming out of the compounds of National Port Authority. I know some of you are very angry for whatever reason you are angry, but today, please be kind. But from the compounds of National Port Authority, 45 of these buses are marching out.
Team today, we followed. We're asking questions. We are following these buses. Today, some were branded as Achimota, and yeah, they call Liberia. These are the Ayalolo buses. We want to ask, you can see the number there, GS 155316. And at Achimota, immigration officers, they were following these buses with a truck, and that's a pickup truck. And Omade Achimota, they have come to Achimota, Omade rebrand the buses. These are Ayalolo buses. We know where they're heading. We have people on their tail. But we want to ask the Ghana government, why are they rebranding these buses and taking them to Liberia? What is happening in Liberia? That our buses are they are being rebranded. They're not SPC. Are these your buses? You can see what they were doing. They have put National Transit Authority. I don't know if there's an NTA in Ghana, but these are buses registered in Ghana. Our Ghana numbers 2016. They register buses way. Today at Chimota, they were all rebranded and they are on their way to Liberia. So we are just asking a question. The next time we come here, we are going to come here with a big expose to let Ghanaians know where these buses ended up. So,
okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going live from the NPS compound. And for the NPS compound, you have 45 of these buses. These buses were donated from India through the negotiation of President George Manuel Great Man walking on the city to build trial with the national director. Help also to make sure that these buses were procured properly and are leaving the Freeport. As you find out that 45 of these buses will be leaving the compounds of the Freeport and they will be relieving stress in the country. Christmas gift on the way. Station has been put on a little bit in the country. 45 of these buses are coming out of the compounds of National Food Authority. I know some of you are very angry for whatever reason you are angry, but today, please be kind. For the compounds of National Food Authority, 45 of these buses are marching out.
We want Ghanaians to know. So we took details of our team today. We are asking questions. We are following these buses. Some were branded at Achimota, and here they call Liberia. These are the Ayalolo buses. We want to ask. You can see the number there, GS 1516. And at Achimota, immigration officers, they were following these buses in a truck, and that's a pickup truck. And Achimota, they have come to Achimota. Rebrand the buses. These are Ayalolo buses. We know where they're heading. We have people on their tail. But we want to ask the Ghana government, why are they rebranding these buses and taking them to Liberia? What is happening in Liberia? That our buses are they are being rebranded. Are these your buses? You can see what they were doing. They have put National Transit Authority. I don't know if there's an NTA in Ghana, but these are buses registered in Ghana. What Ghana numbers 2016? They register buses today at Sumata. They were all rebranded and they're on their way to Eden, Liberia. So we are just asking a question. The next time we come here, we are going to come here with a big expose to let Ghanaians know where these buses ended up.
Ajibana was there when the president unconstitutionally nominated, did not wait for Senate confirmation, then went ahead to appoint a commission and ambassador to America. It was a constitutional violation. Ajibana was there. The president, like it was legally a constitutional. Ajibana then just said, he one of the masters. Anything the president said he wants to do to him, it comes across as though this is what say, and I'm a business advisor. They move from there. But who's advising this president? To serve as check and balance on the executive and the judiciary. To put the light on. Now you go and put the light on. Put the light on. Put the light on. Now you go and do our job. To put the light on. Now you go and do our job. Keeping with our to put the light on. Now you go and do our job. To put the light on. 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 Now you go and do our job. Keeping with our aspiration. First thing, our economy is in a certain state. It is in a complete state of disarray. First thing, our economy is in a certain state. And the first thing, our economy is in a certain state. It is in a complete state of disarray. And anybody who wants to seek to revive the economy, I was not convinced. Mr. Charlie did not convince me, did not impress me that he can do a jack thing at the central bank to help revive this economy. In the first place, the ministry was all scattered up. He did a year of rest, 2 different years. He can't tell us what was his serious for that. He can't tell us, he can't give us any references directly from the places he said he worked. I'm speaking as senator of this country and as the rescue light of this country, and speaking as senator of this country and as the rescue light of this country, and speaking as senator of this country and as the rescue light of this country and of the rescue mission. And we will take the people of that person in this country under the leadership of who will demonstrate people actors. I believe President Jeremiah, Senator Taylor, and all leadership with two drug tests to tell you that we get this. Any problem of people are drunk. Nothing needs to belong in our head. Senator Dallas de Roy, right in Maserati. Why are we getting 10,000 constituents? Senator Dallas de Roy, right in Maserati. Why are we getting 10,000 constituents? Senator Dallas de Roy, right in Maserati. Why are we getting 10,000 constituents?
Senator Darrell Dillon is living right in Morocco, right in Maserati. Why are we giving $10,000 for voter constituents? Senator Darrell Dillon is living right in Morocco, right in Maserati. Why are we giving $10,000 for voter constituents? You heard Darrell Dillon. Who's going to land? You talking about the LED light or the Dr. Lanto land? People that go to the legislature, Darrell Dillon. Which kind of light are you talking about? Darrell Dillon. Which kind of light are you talking about? The LED light or the Dr. Lanto land? People that go to the legislature to seek their personal interest, while vast majority of the people suffer. Darrell Dillon. Which kind of light are you talking about? The LED light or the Dr. Lanto land? People that go to the legislature to seek their personal interests, while vast majority of the people suffer. This has been happening for 177 years. That's how people break away from poverty. I don't have to stop doing over this question. We don't pay for 177 years. We don't have a funding natural. And when we break away, we have a legislature. For example, we expose these people. You know, there are many reasons. We made mistakes. And the mistakes can be piling up. We do your exercise patient. Yeah, we will wait. But we have to take these mistakes. When the ship is singing and the captain cannot listen to your suggestions to make sure to keep the ship afloat, you cannot sing along with the captain. When the ship is singing and the captain cannot listen to your suggestions to make sure to keep the ship afloat, you cannot sing along with the captain. You have to get off the ship and raise the alarm. And the ship is singing, captain, A and B has asked for time. And when you ask for time, you can't keep making mistakes. Asking for time at the same time you make one mistake to another. When the ship is singing and the captain cannot listen to your suggestions, when the ship is singing and the captain cannot listen to your suggestions, when the ship is singing and the captain cannot listen to your suggestions, when the ship is singing and the captain, when the ship is singing, 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 when the ship is singing and the captain cannot listen to your suggestions, to make sure to keep the ship afloat, cannot listen to your suggestions, to make sure to keep the ship afloat, you cannot sing along with the captain. You have to get off the ship and raise the alarm. And the ship is singing, captain, A and B has asked for time. And when you ask for time, you can't keep making mistakes. Asking for time at the same time you make one mistake to another. Making one mistake to another.
Don't show me nothing too much of that. Long time no see. I'll try to love miss you, and it's too hard to bear. What have you done to me? Waking up in the middle of the night without you.
It is Monday in Liberia, Monrovia, the 24th day of June 2024. Mild weather, not rain, no sun. It's just cool in Liberia. They say cool, cozy.
Morning,
Yeah, so cozy weather, eh?
but I'm alone.
So it's another week and another day with issues to talk about in Mr. Liberia, typical Liberia. So let me say thank you so very kindly that you made us a part of your afternoon or morning, wherever you are, as per your time zone or geography. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Welcome to the show, Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia, 104.1 Morovia, Voice of Liberia, 89.7 Kakata Magibi County, Voice of Liberia, 90.7 Bon County, the online radio, www.voiceofliberiaradio.com, and those community radio stations that relay the shows on Good Morning Liberia across the country. We are heard across Liberia, wider coverage, the advantage of any radio station, and that's what Voice of Liberia is. We are heard in every county of Liberia. My name is Sam Andrews. Edwin Dry is in. We are at your disposal until 5:50.
Reality. Like a child would say, it's so easy to you. I love you. I miss you. I want you back. I love you. I'm missing you. I want you back.
Let's move on with the acknowledgement. Time is of the essence. We've got a couple of things to talk about as quickly as we can. My dear Southeastern sister, you are on. Great day. You are following from Minnesota, the United States of America. Thank you so very much that you've come on. Hope that you are faring well. Emmanuel Richardson, you come on from Super Caldwell, you said Alfred Wiggy, you are following from Tunica, Bon County, Simeon Tackline, you said hi to you, Venetia's Junior Bar, you are following from New Crutan, Political, as it is called, Juju One Way, you come on from Johnsonville, Vardas King Innocent, you come on from Johnsonville, South Store, my dear sister, Human Pringa, you are on. Thank you ever so much for coming on also, as well as Doite. Dimitri Kringa, you've come on from Minnesota, the United States of America, and you said, glad to be on the show. Thank you so much. We're good to have you on. Eugene Hammond, you come on from the state of Missouri, the United States of America. Alhaji Fofana, you've come on from your community, Central Matadi, you refer to it as Istanbul. Solo Watkozia, you're falling from your comfort zone. Gattersville, New Georgia Estate. And you've asked, how was my weekend? Yes, my weekend was great. We thank God Almighty. We are fading off from the bereaved atmosphere now. We try to sort out some things, and in a couple of days, we're back to normality. But yeah, we go. Thank you ever so much. Hope that you had a wonderful weekend too. Solo what cost yeah, and thank you so much for asking. Morris Nema, you come on from New Georgia Junction Different Freeway. Blaman Taylor, you are calling from Port Line Supermarket District 3, Motorado County, Jackson Pony, C. Pony Jr. You've come on from Iron Patrick, Block C. You are a member of Block 13. And I hope that you people resolve that whole issue involving the pastor who mercilessly beat that child. That boy should be around 11, 12, or below that. A pastor, Liberian pastor, beat the boy. I will show you the photo. I will show you a pastor, delivering pastor. Those who go around delivering the boy, according to the pastor, the father gave the boy, told him to discipline the pastor, man of God, a person who stands before the congregation and preaches the word of God, beat the boy. The community tried intervening. I am told the boy escaped. The pastor ran after the boy. He wanted to finish the boy, I guess, because had he gotten hold of the boy, can you imagine pastor running behind a child to beat him after he had beaten him mercilessly? He stayed chase after him. We'll talk more of that. And it is my understanding that the case, they try to compromise the case. How can an investigator within the Women and Children Protection Section of the Liberia National Police Depot take hold of the boy, according to the information I gathered, that he himself was carrying the boy to Redemption Hospital to have the boy treated, when he should not be doing that. And I am told at the close of the day, he returned the boy to the same home that he was after beating. You expect the boy to be normal. No, that is a traumatic thing. So the Women and Children Protection Section at Topo Village Depot, your taxi of that matter, it will not go like that. It will not go like that. You're taking for joke. Your reputation is on the line. I am told the guy who took siege of the matter to investigate is called Lasana. I'm trying to get his last name. He tried compromising the case. He must have taken money from the church people. So that issue there, it will not go. I'm going to give you a hint because I am told that somebody signed for the pastor to leave from the jailhouse because he was jailed. He was put in jail. So somebody from the community, from Iron Factory, which that person should not have done, went and signed for the pastor. The pastor is out, and they told the pastor to the person to carry the pastor back on tomorrow Tuesday. So I will hold on until Tuesday to see. But just thought to share this with you people. So you see, everybody criticizing government, everybody condemning government officials. When you hear how some of these pastors criticize government, criticize presidents, condemn politicians, and then you come to see what they do, or you never think that a pastor can do that. The man of God, who stands before the congregation and says, "God says the Lord." Then we have Emmanuel Jansen. Emmanuel Jansen, you come on from Mark Gangra, Yekepa, Nimba County. Mary Tule, you are calling from District 19. Mary Johnson, you come on from Atlanta, Georgia, the United States of America. Abdullah Dukle, you following from Zosa City, Lopa County. Ignatius Layola, you come on from St. Paul Major Seminary, Banga, you're studying theology or you live around there. Samuel Light Cooper, you come on from Samuel Light Cooper, Caldwell, and Yakub Amarakonen. No relation to Senator Amarakonen? You've come on from where you say you didn't sleep, or you ask a question. Not time for that yet. Israel Jigme, you've come on from Lofa Corning Health Center. Robertson Mumbo, you are following from GSC Road. And my dear mentor, in whom I am well pleased, so much impact you made in my professional career, Isaac C. Ye. Good to have you on. Thank you so very much. I'm excited by your presence. And never pivot. You've come on from Europe. Harrison Way, you're calling from Kentucky, Louisville. Emmanuel Lewe, you've come on from Brown City, Nima County. Gabriel Ma from Broadville, you are on. Good to have you on. Hope that you're faring well. And my dear John brother Stephen Coker, you are following from Minnesota, the United States of America. So we've got a couple of things to talk about as quickly as we can. Then we get out. Edwin Dry is in. So we are at the legislature where the money eaters are. We are at the legislature, and then we'll talk about the confusion that certain officials of President Joseph Yuma Boakai is creating. We saw the same thing in WIA's administration, and these people hung on to WIA's officials, condemning them that it wasn't right, misinformation, or not even misinformation, but creating a saying that the president has done extraordinarily well, and it should be accepted just as. They condemn it then. They're doing the same thing today with the yellow machine. And then we will also talk about the road across. It's very likely that the road leading across or going into Douala and Caldwell, that corridor, if the Ministry of Public Works don't move in to do something as quickly as they can, it will be cut off. We will also be at Emma Glasgow office, not necessarily a public relation for her, no, but we work from a nationalistic standpoint. Emma Glasgow is self-centered. She discriminatory. I only do that because it is wrong when someone is performing to take them off the job. But the woman herself, you see, this is what we often say in this country: when you do pick and choose, the day things turn against you, the people you did not value, you see them as valuable now, you want to use them, and they may not be at your disposal. As much as you can call on everybody, but you can respect everybody by their potential. So she would discriminate. She would call certain people, and most of the people, when she in situation or when it's good time, are Facebook people. They were on Facebook. Now she in that situation. It's difficult. She says she's calling a news conference. She's been having a difficult time over the week. The Unity Party people behind her to resign. So we'll talk about that. We bring on Unity Party stalwart, Ebe Plaki. Ebe Plaki wants his government not or to cancel the July 26th celebration. He wants his government to do that there should be no July 26th celebration. We will speak to him. He will outline his reasons for that and other issues on the show Bits and Pieces. So we'll get started after Jack comes in. We've got the cash money giveaway. And yes, after his intro, then we get ready.
Thank you, Sam Andrews. We are here again today to serve the people after a weekend, and we have to return back to normal duties to inform the public about what's unfolding in Liberia. And when we are informing the people, we also be giving cash out to the people out there. So today we're giving out 4,000 Liberian dollars to our lucky winners. If you are opportune to be the winner, you walk away with 4,000 Liberian dollars. All you have to do is to dial star 799 #. You OK select number 8 for Liberia. Select number 8 for Liberia. You play with 100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents US and stand a chance to win the 4,000. So today you aren't playing with much money, win more. Playing with just 100 Liberian dollars. Imagine 100 Liberian dollars and win yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars. So all you got to do is dial star 799 #, enter and select number 8 voice of Liberia and play with your 100 Liberian dollars or the 70 cents and the chance of winning yourself the 4,000 Liberian dollars this afternoon. And we're going to be on it as soon as we get the winner. We come back right here and tell you that we'll have a winner and we announce our winner. We are not here to waste more time or no time. So keep your entry. All you gotta do is dial star 799 #, enter select number 8 voice of Liberia. As you select number 8 voice of Liberia, play with your 100 Liberian dollars and 10 cents to win the 4,000 Liberian dollars.
Do it now. Start playing now. It is a glorious opportunity. Don't, like they say in Labyrinthine, don't jack. Because if you jack, you tune yourself. Yeah, you regret it. Don't be like the people that saying, "Oh, if I know I'm going to play, oh." Just play." You can tell. As many times as you play, it's also as many times you're going to win. Hmm? So let's get started. As we discuss the issues we've got on our plate, continue to play the cash money giveaway. So the legislature is embroiled in corruption. We're not going to take much time on this because it's obvious now. And it is a known fact that no legislature is claimed, that no legislature can come into this country under whatever the name of government and what they say people will ever believe in. The legislature is involved in corruption. I know they will justify, as we have heard them, they stay justifying, no different from the past. Every legislature justify, and the two components individually, by their own nature or whatever the issue, they justify. All the legislatures at the time Liberia entered modernism, they justify. It is now I have come to know that money can lead people, money strengthens a person or people to justify. What a shame. What a disgrace. Business as usual. The normal right now. The Senate had their own. That one is gradually going to bed. The Senate pro tem is muted. The Senator Amaracone is muted. Don't even mention the rescue light. The rescue light is double muted. Coupled with the other guys, the shame. They can face the public with any conviction. The shame. You know why? Because they made promises. Amaracone, Senator Kone cried that he had delivered this country from the dungeon. He cried that he has delivered the country from abject poverty. He cried that he had delivered the country from the hands of the vultures. That it wasn't going to be the usual that Liberia had changed. With the healing, no one expected the legislature, comprising those great men and women, would stoop so low for the dialogues and then become to justify. The light? What's the light? Listen, I said we're not going to talk about this long because no regard. When I say no regard, I see them as human beings, as legislators. But in terms of their work, in terms of credibility, no. No. All the senators and representatives, just when we're trying to find the actual reason for the astronomical failure or the way it went at the Senate, then we're hearing the House of Representatives going to have their 3 days retreat. Between 70 and 75,000, they say for electronic card, for staff hall, all kinds of stuff. Even though they said they used 16,000 for their retreat. And UNDP and the rest of the people, they gave them materials and support, all kinds of stuff. The legislature in this country begging. But anyway, even our budget is being subsidized by other people. We can't stand on our own. Nothing in this country will stand on our own. Everything people will help us. Yet we say we are a sovereign country. Yeah, we're sovereign, but at the same time subservient. That what is happening right now. All of them confused. Everybody, having co and the rest of the guys, all of them giving different versions. Just as the senators gave different versions on the money they use for the retreat. One person said 50,000. Another person said 47,000. Another person said 25,000. The same way with the 700K for they say electronic car and electronic door opener. When you go here, those of you who travel around, when you go, you just put it there. Yeah, it's open.
I think finance ministry has it.
Yeah, you just put the stuff there. It's open automatically because it's programmed already. They say that one. No sense, no trace of that. That money is just looking at kind of way other than the fighting among themselves. I like how they're looking. They're fighting among themselves. They keep it grudge for each other. The other one say, the man, and he jealous because I built a house, and then he say the house at 25 million. The representatives, they're fighting among themselves. Will bring you some of the clips. Shame. So why people would not disagree with President Boaga when he said there'll be no business as usual. When business as usual becomes the normal, it is the common in the country. Then on top of it, before Dwa comes in, they stoop so low. I can see why the executive will continue to disrespect the legislature. Because they realize they blunder and they stay blundering. They think that the president too knows that he blundered. In this whole thing, Eric, the two branches of government, they only call the judiciary in because they coordinate the 3 separate but coordinate branches of government. But the whole meeting was principally for the legislature and the executive. But leaving the judiciary out, it will raise concern. So the sophistry or the idea was, well, let the 3 branches come together. So they say, well, the president called a reconciliatory dinner. The president covered all kinds of stuff. They put it, but that whole thing, the confusion between the legislature and the executive. So, Mr. President used that situation now to create a scene by which certain things will not be exposed beyond that, with the intent that he's trying to pacify the situation and enhance coordination between the three branches of government. If I were a legislator, I would never have gone to sit in that meeting with Mr. President. Instead, it should have been the other way around. No reason why the executive in every government in this country, they never ever respect the legislature. Even though it is the first branch of government, but it has lost its essence. That's why the executive have never respect. The executive will use it with like what is it, to and fro. Who was trying it? Was trying this video? Canada executive, the House of Representatives, and Mr. Speaker. Why was he crying for money? Because they always play at the gallery or into the gallery of the executive. They should be, that president should call them and go sit down to eat food and drink and drink and drink. They should sit in their place and summon Mr. President. One last, I only saw that in Ellen's regime, and it was not easy. That legislature, even though it was corrupt, but those guys, they stood up at a certain point in time. They summoned Ellen. Ellen had to go down there and beg those people. Ellen stood right in her hall. She appealed to them. Most of them in our legislature, they know. Some of them who are not in the legislature presently, they know. Ellen government, Ellen legislature, it had its own problem. But I think one or two times, they summoned Mr. President, our Madam President. And she went there. And she explained what she needed to have explained. She told the people what they wanted to hear. But these people, no, we are legislature king. It was a rubber stamp legislature. Boaga on the business as usual legislature. Just sit down there to eat food and drink liquor. And now you should sit down there. Look at the parliaments, other parliaments around the world. They are separate but coordinate, and they maintain their function. They don't stoop so low when they need you to invite Mr. President. They will do. They don't even dance by the gallery of Mr. President or the executive as it is here. What kind of legislators we have Mr. President? What the president wants, we gotta do it. And the president general. What? Because most of the people who go into the legislature, they are poor. So when they see 5,000, when they see 10,000, 15,000, when the unstatutory committee, they have the opportunity to travel around the world. They see one or two countries that they have never ever seen in their life since they came on earth. Everything changed. So they dance to the gallery. Mr. President will take certain legislators and carry them. Some of the people, I know the one that went in South Korea, they went there before. If they are the first time forgetting, you can see how they were taking pictures. So if I were a legislator, I would not go and sit down at that ministerial complex or in that ministerial complex to eat food and drink wine or liquor for Mr. President. And rather, we sit in our place and call Mr. President and tell Mr. President, this is the situation. We've gone 6 months. This is how the government looks. This is how this one. This is how you need to do this, and we need to do it together. Why this is this? Why this is that? Let Mr. President is account. Why you think they say John legislature? Why? What kind of country here? The man go sit down to eat food. What's that? To showcase 75,000 cars, 50,000 cars, 25,000 cars to go with Serenes at all. Then the people suffer. Y'all continue, yeah? And I'm showing it to y'all. And when we're telling y'all from the onset that you're going to see more, you say we anti, we this and that. We never ever enter any country or any government. Every government that comes to power is our government. President Joseph Yuma Boga is the president of this country. He was not elected, he did not come to the presidency by any backlash. Just as President George Weah became president constitutionally and democratically, so it was with President Joseph Yuma Boga. He is our leader, he is our chief administrator, he is the one who will look up to lead us. But it doesn't say that we cannot express our opinion. It doesn't say either, in our opinion, when it's wrong, we can say. If everybody will be clapping to the music of Mr. President, then when I have country, Mr. President himself will get confused because we'll be leading Mr. President into a situation that when he falls, he will know straight that all of the clappings and cheering was hypocritical. But in the midst of the clapping, when you see some people not clapping, they're looking intently and they're saying what they ought to say, then it means those are the ones who love Mr. President. Those are the ones who are the real patriots and nationalists of this country. So you got to stop your brain. We're trying to fix this country. Mr. President alone cannot fix this country, but one person takes off. But one person cannot fix this country. Every one of us are stakeholders. Every one of us. You are stakeholder, I am a stakeholder, the legislators are stakeholders, the executive, those in the executive are stakeholders, the market women, the market halls, the numbers, everybody, the military, the nurses, the doctors, everybody, we are all stakeholders because we are all Liberians. We have one denominator, which is Liberia. But one person leads us all, called the president, who is the drum major. But as much as the president is leading us, we can identify some errors. The three branches of government, one is not functioning right. It's too soon. It's too soon. If we're going to the close of the regime, and these things happening, you say, yeah, the people going out. You know, you say, yeah, the people going out, so they're trying to do what? People understand. Like we saw in previous administration. But you even complete 6 months go. Widespread corruption all over at the legislature. You're fighting among yourself. Some of you can't even speak to each other. Then you go sit down to try to mend fences among yourself, to try to see how best you can convince the public or appeal to the public or make the public to see reason why you're doing. You'll go sit down. And Mr. President should call you for that kind of meeting. And Mr. President should call you. What is your independence by your own function? You should be inviting Mr. President. I beg you, the legislature. If you invite Mr. President on a serious issue nationally, you see what will happen with the executive. You see how things will start going. But you give the executive too much leverage. So why a leverage that the president just feel that, oh look, anything I want, which I want, it will happen. In fact, when the people get there, we'll just send some money over there. That's why the people they ain't respect you because they know that you can fall for money. Everything over there, that money, look what you're doing amongst yourself against the people of Liberia. Hey man, you're not fighting for money. Money, justifying. Liberia, I just stood in the line, you say a legislator. Me, I never voted for no legislator. No, let me tell you, I never. There are people who never voted for anybody called legislator, representative, senator. They were right. You see why? And you see it when you take your vote, you waste it because of what you call waste vote. And what you get, you know what they're telling you? They're telling you that you don't get sense. Since you stood on a line in a ring for hours, this is the pay they're giving you in return. Think money that they should be allocating to help you to improve your life. They're taking it onto themselves. They have budget to shine their shoe. They have budget to wash their car. They have budget. Drabby helping me, my man.
Yeah, to pay their coke.
They have budget to pay their coke. They have budget for the sweeper in the yard. They have budget for the security. They have budget for the reserve. Everything. Where that money going? Your friends have forgot there. They said they ain't paying the staff. First Afogo said it. He said it's not being paid. If they are being paid, they are being underpaid. So all the monies they're talking about, the thousands of dollars they're talking about now. So where are you going? They're going onto themselves. Coming, I saw we take it party, and then we move to the next issue.
Okay, so it is good to understand that the legislature that we consider as the first branch of government that supposed to shoulder the responsibility to put the president feet to the fire, understand the true nature of leadership, know exactly the problems Liberians are faced with, to find a remedy to the situation. They tend to be in fact the problem instead of being the solution to the problem. They tend to be the problem. You know what? I was just reading through this morning again, and I saw a piece reminding that the legislature requesting 75,000 for staffers ID card. 75,000 United States dollars for ID card. Then you will ask yourself 75,000. So what extra for the ID card that is worth 75,000? And what difference would they make, or what extra are they going to do with the current ID card that appears to be different from previous, regime or government? People used to have ordinary ID card or the same ID card. What is the difference? Now it draws my attention to state looting. When the legislature has sat and finding means by all costs to put money in the budget, yet to have some allotment to have money for themselves, and they see that to control the people they need to inflate the figure or the number, they just bring up a lot of strategies to create money for themselves. This is why Sam said bulk of the legislators are broke. So they keep in broke. So to see them actually pushing the agenda of the masses, and it is in the European country you will see a poor man becoming an advocate, and he will preach, for people. You will not see him going or cash. Let's say cash, he's been dollarized. But in Liberia, soon as we say the person is an advocate, one, two times you make noise on radio, people say, yeah, oh, the man is an advocate, man is an advocate. You being compromised quietly. So the legislature, you see them, bulk of them before they were sent to the position, they came in the various districts, they make noise on radio. We are the best, we can do that one, we can do that one. They came, some of them came as a humanitarian. They go financially aid some students, one or two students in government school, they say they get scholarship. They go buy back of rest, divide it. They say, oh, we got a group, that help you also when you let us. We will continue the program just because of the distribution of a few cup of rice on the people. They had that poor guy elected who don't understand anything about legislation. So you elect that kind of person. What an impact that kind of person going to make at their house? What impact do they know that you have elected them for? The three cardinal responsibility. Some of them you ask for them, they don't know their function. So all they care about is when they hear that their fellow colleagues, the smart one among them, trying to puff up a budget. All of them become very happy to it because they feel that they can be benefit. They feel that it is the means, they sat quietly before, and so other legislators getting rich. So giving them the picture now that they are in, it is their time to get rich. So you will see they will get rich at the expense of the masses. 75,000 for ID card. They're going for the retreat, at the Formerton Hotel, they had a retreat there. Similar thing the House of Senate did. They just go there to defy money on themselves. Then and leave you, the poor person, or the poor suffering masses. At the end, they come back. Look at what friends have to do. Friend, he abandoned let's say he boycotted the retrieve on grounds that he said he had not been taking pay or certain allowances is obviously we need to receive. He had not received them. He's not going for the retreat. He went inside with this, according to him, the district development council leadership, the elders of the district, saw them sitting. He's using those people image to get popular, to draw the attention of the speaker, and the deputy speaker or whoever that he want to see their attention so he can get the money. Once he get that money, the very people who were sitting with him in picture, that they have come, they are in solidarity of he not taking pay, they not come and they ask the government to pay their lawmaker he pay. But the first question that you ask yourself is the first money the lawmakers receive, did they receive some as chief or elder or chief elder in the district, development council, did they receive some? So since they've been there as elected people taking pay, have you received a payment from them? Now, because they feel that it's not going their way now, so they want to come back to use your image as an elder, as a development council leadership. They won't use your image so that people will know and say, oh yeah, the people, the man, one of people behind him, everything he does, people embrace the idea. So we got to look away.
Okay, John. So we're not going to take much time on this. We'll leave those people, let them continue to eat the money. One day, one day. They say 99 days for road, one day for master. Let them continue to eat like Liberian people money. The taxpayers, let them continue to justify. Let them do any and everything they want to do. At least they are excited. They are big boys and big girls. They are called honorables. That's what they like. They call it honorable, honorable. They think that honorable is a title. They do not know that the honorific is just an ascription to or the kind of job that you do. They're not calling you honorable because of your personality. Those of you who don't know it, or you think that honorable is a title, know it today. I, I am an honorable. Dra is an honorable. The sweeper on the street is an honorable. Any job you do, depending on the nature of the job, you are an honorable person. So then I ask another title, yeah. So when you're so excited when they call you honorable, then you think that extra thing. No, it simply means you are at the service of the people. That's why they call your legislators, the people's representatives. You work at the will and pleasure of the people. Hence, the work that you do, they revere you. That the meaning of that word, when you're honorable, it simply means respect, nothing extra in it. It means respect, to revere. To revere means to respect. It's the same when you say most respectful. Now, nothing extra in it. So it's just because of what you do. So I'm honorable. I said behind the microphone as I am. Guys, what are we doing? We are doing a piece of job, right? We are honorable people. That's why you hold us in high esteem. That's why you try that we should not go to do anything or say anything to the contrary. Because it will be demeaning on our part, not representative of us giving the kind of people we are and what we do. So you'll continue, yeah? Before we move to the next draw, what's the info on the cash giveaway? But let's bring on Emmanuel Doe. You are watching. Thank you ever so much. My dear sister Ellen L. Johnson, you've come on from the United States of America. Good to have you on. Ellen L. Johnson, Tina Copper, you've come on. Thank you ever so much for coming on. I appreciate it. This is the show Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 Monrovia, Voice of Liberia 89.7 Kakata Magibi County, Voice of Liberia 90.7 on County on this 24th day of June 2024 with me, Sam Andrews and Edwin Brown. Let's move to the cash money giveaway next.
Okay, so the cash giveaway is still on. So all you need to do is that star 799 hatch. Enter select number 8 was Liberia. Select number 8 was Liberia. Play $100 and pay 4,000 on today. So we're giving 4,000 out today, like I said. So all you gotta do is to put your entry that star 799 hash. As you enter select number 8 was Liberia. Select number 8 was Liberia. Your wallet will open. You play with $100 for 70 cents US and play. Win yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars. You know, today that we give you 4,000 today. So very shortly, we will take our first draw. Very shortly, we take the first draw. And those of you who want to win, if you want to win, it's not an opportunity that you take in your draw. Star 799 hatch. You just select number 8 was Liberia. As you select number 8 was Liberia, you play with $100 or 70 cents US and stand a chance to win the 4,000 Liberian dollars today. So very shortly we'll be taking the yeah, at 4 o'clock we'll be taking news from our news and current affairs department at 4 o'clock. So keep your entry that star 799 hash, enter select number 8 was Liberia and stand a chance of winning yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars.
Play as many times as you can. Don't give up. When you play the first, second, third, fourth time you don't win, it simply means continue playing. That your win, your money is on its way to you. When you give up, then your money is off. Just continue to play. You're listening to bits and pieces of Voice of Liberia 104.1 Morovia, Voice of Liberia 89.7, Kakata Magibi County, Voice of Liberia 90.7, Bon County. Today is Monday, the first day of the week. After the news, we will bring on Unity Party stalwart, Ibe Plaki. He is recommending that July 26th celebration be canceled and the money we use for the celebration be diverted to other significant programs so that so after the news we'll bring Ibe Plaki on. Before then we will talk what is trending. It is wrong. It's not representative of any government. CDC blundered with that. It was a bad error, not right at all. They were condemned in the past. Unity Party condemned them, and they can do what they condemned in the past. If it was wrong yesterday and truly it was wrong, so it can be right today. No, it can. It can be right. Why do you condemn in the past as wrong, as unethical, immoral? It cannot be ethical, moral now. It doesn't make any sense. Not at all. Under no condition. It makes sense. So what am I referring to? A couple of weeks ago, the president office organized a retreat. The retreat was intended to look at a couple of things within the executive branch of government. At that retreat, they made a show of 285 pieces of F-moving equipment that were headed to Liberia because the president's agenda is principally focused on agriculture. So they did a video display with Liberia's flag and the president's image on it, giving the impression that the president, as part of his arrest agenda, had concluded the arrangement legally, legitimately, to have those 285 F moving machines coming into the country. No sooner had that retreat or that display ended, the argument degenerated. One school of thought who raised concern about the procurement aspect. Another school of thought will argue that the procurement aspect doesn't matter because the country needs development. Therefore, the initiative by the president is timely. There isn't any need to raise technical issues. Then, from one end to another, the president, information minister, embarrassingly had to face the public to say something pacify the tension. Then, yes, okay. The time is 4 o'clock. Let's pick up the news summary, and after the news, we bring on the first winner, and then continue with the 285 F moving machines equipment. Two winners.
The news.
Voice of Liberia News summary is read by Abraham Sylvester Ponte. Crucial as land road crisis exposes President Blanca's unfulfilled promise, causing severe suffering for commuters. The alarming state of the road leading from Barntown to Woking Town is causing severe delays and widespread frustration among commuters, spotlighting President Joseph Boakan's unfulfilled promise to resolve major road issues within 90 days. A tour conducted recently by Voice of Liberia highlights the adverse impact of the road's condition on daily life and growing dissatisfaction among those who use it. Busho Aslan Road, crucial for connecting key areas of the city, has fallen into disrepair. Large potholes, crooked edges, and frequent flooding have made the road unreliable. What should be a routine commute has turned into a difficult and stressful experience for drivers, passengers, and residents. Over 70 civil society groups challenge appointment of Jonathan Massacre as War Crimes Court Director. The coalition, the Coalition for the Establishment of War and Economic Crimes Court in Liberia, alongside the human rights community, is deeply troubled by President Joseph Boakai appointment of Councillor Jonathan Massacre as head of the War and Economic Crimes Court. The appointment aims to spearhead all efforts to prosecute alleged perpetrators and deliver justice to victims and survivors of Liberia's civil war. Councillor Massacre's appointment has sparked concern due to his past legal representation of Madam Agnes Reeves Taylor, implicated in war crimes during Liberia civil conflicts, and his defense of Gabriel Massacre, facing prosecution in Finland for, for alleged atrocities during Liberia civil war. The coalition and human rights advocates argue that consider Massacre's prior representation of individuals accused of cross human rights violation raised ethical questions about his suitability to lead the court's efforts. The group calls on President Mackay to consider Massacre's appointment, emphasizing the importance of engaging civil society and international stakeholders in decision-making processes regarding the establishment of the War Crimes Court. Be reminded that you are listening to news summary on Voice of Liberia 104.1 in Monrovia and other frequencies in Margibi and Bone counties. The Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency Bone chapter has arrested several persons in connection with marijuana and kush, among other illegal substances. According to the Deputy Commander of the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency Bone County chapter, Louis Gil, the suspected individuals were arrested during the agency's regular exercise in curtailing the spread of narcotic substances in the county. Special Agent Jill disclosed that Janet P., age 21, was caught in possession of 50 racks of marijuana, including kuch, and has been forwarded to the court for prosecution, including suspect Chris Cole and suspect Elijah Zizi. Additionally, the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency, Bond County chapter arrested suspect Enoch Sapi, aged 29, with 52 plastic of kuch and is currently ongoing investigation. Meanwhile, Special Agent Gio has estimated the arrested narcotic substances to be in the street value of over 2,000 United States dollars. To end, I'm Abraham Sylvester Panto reporting. Good evening.
The next news on this station is at 6. So they
We got winner.
yeah, the cash giveaway. Let's bring on the two winners.
Okay, so we got the first winner. We got two winners coming up. We got double two right now. So let's take the first one. And as we take the first one, then right after we finish calling the first person, and when they are sending that they have received the money, then we'll call the next person in the same time. So all you got to do is dial *799# enter select number 8 was Liberia. Select number 8 was Liberia. Pay with your $100 or your citizen Liberian dollars and stand a chance of winning yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars. That star 799 enter select number 8 voice of Liberia. At select number 8 voice of Liberia, play with $100 or you play 70 cent US and stand a chance of winning yourself 4,000. Let's take our first winner. Hello.
Hello.
My name is Edwin Melvin and I call you the voice of Liberia.
Thank you.
Okay, bro, you've been playing the giveaway, right?
This is my first time.
The first time today. I mean, hey, go away from the radio, bro.
My first time.
How many times you?
I played just one single time.
Oh, okay. At what time you play? Right?
Just a while.
Okay, okay. So, okay, you have been able to win 4,000 Liberian dollars.
Okay. Thank you.
You got it already?
Let me check it out.
Yeah, check it out and let us know that you receive it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll call you back.
Alright.
Okay, that's voice of like your own way, bro. So the brother just received my. Let me see whether we can take another draw. I'm telling you, no time to waste. You win, you get your bag. Automatically, no time to waste. So we're taking another winner. Let me take the draw now. Let me spin small. Let me let my post spin small. Me spin small. Let the people make more money this afternoon. Star 799 hatch enter select number 8 voice of Liberia. As you select number 8 voice of Liberia, play with that's it, $100 or the 70 cent US and stand a chance to win yourself the 4,000 Liberian dollars this afternoon. It is quite incredible, very much, very much reliable, very much good for you to give it a try. And as you give it a try, possibly you can be that lucky winner. Let me see whether I can take the other winner from right here. The spin is on. That star 799 hash enter select number 8 was Liberia. Play with $100 or your 70 cent US and win yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars. They imagine $100 give you 4,000. What a great chance for all of us today. A great chance. Trying to figure it out and get the other winner. The spin is on. Okay, now there we go. Take another person. Hello.
Hello.
My name is Edwin Melvin and I call you for Voice of Liberia.
Okay.
So did you play Voice of Liberia cash giveaway?
Yes,
How many times you play?
I play one time.
One time today.
Yeah.
And you've been playing before. Have you won the game before? On any of
No,
the
no,
radio
no,
stations out of also Liberia or any radio station before?
no, not yet.
But
This is my
today,
first time.
today, your very first time in your whole life.
Yes.
Okay, so we say congratulations. You have won 4,000 Liberian dollars.
Thank you very much. You know, I'm this type of person. I have to look for someone to play for me. See?
Uh-huh.
That's why,
Amen.
you know, I'm sitting down, I can't get someone to play for me to help me to play.
Oh, okay. So you win yourself 4,000, yeah?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
But check the phone. Check the phone and make sure the money is there.
Okay, I will do that now.
Yeah, then I'll call you back. Yeah?
Okay, man. Thank you.
Okay, man. So he win the 4,000. Let me call back our first winner to confirm that they got their money. And that they got their money. The other person who I just called is either disabled. So if you're looking for somebody to play for him on his phone, finally today he just boxed into it and he was able to win himself the 4,000. Hello?
Thank you.
You receive it in your account, right?
Thank you.
You say your name.
Louis name.
Eh?
Which name?
All right, Louis. Yeah?
Okay, brother. Thank you.
Okay. So Louis owned himself 4,000 dollars. After winning the 4,000, but next you have to enjoy more. So let's call back the man who is the disabled person who won the 4,000. But keep your entry that's 799 hash. Enter select number 8 because the Liberia play with 100 Liberian dollars and stand a chance of winning the 4,000. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, you got it there now?
I'm not sure because, you know, I'm the disabled person. I have to look for somebody to check for me.
Oh, okay. But it there, the other person they called, they said they got their money already, so your own, they already, yeah?
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, $4,000.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, Chief. May God bless you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So this is Voice of Liberia, 104.1 in Monrovia, 89.7 in Kakatama, Gibi County, 90.7 in Bankabon County, on Bit and Pieces this afternoon with Sam Andrews and Edwin Melvin Juan. We move on to Avia Platinum, but keep your entry down star 799 hatch. Enter slot number 8 was Liberia, play with $100 or 70 cents and win yourself the 4,000 on today. So the next one again will be double winner.
So the same thing existed in Wyatt's administration. They would take photos of other countries and put it on social media, intending that that was what we was doing around the country. These people took on that or took on those CDC guys, terming it as a lie. And truly, it turned out to be a lie. Along the way, they had to apologize. Some of them took it down immediately. One such person that these guys who are within Unity Party government descended on heavily for doing that, they Sekou Kalasu Damaro, who was President Riyad's aide, and other ministers of the government, they would take picture of this road, they would take it from the country called it peace, another country, and put it in Liberian setting and say, this is what we are was doing, when in reality, he wasn't. Fast forward, Unity Party people are doing the same thing they condemn the government of in the past. They are doing the same thing. The F moving machine, the 285, the government said was coming in, though that was a speculation. I want to take it as a speculation because the way they did it, the Minister of Information did not announce anything. The president himself did not announce anything. We only saw a display, a video display of those machines So the public took it up from there. No one spoke to the public about machines coming into the country that degenerated into the argument. No. The public picked it up from what they saw. And according to one of the guys, he heard it on state radio. But the newscaster could not go into detail, but rather that these machines were coming into the country. So that voice soon realized that the reporter took it from the ministerial complex display. So what is happening now? They are putting up pictures. And listen, the same thing CDC government was doing, they put doing the same thing. All of the pictures are different. More Alice, the thing now starts showing face. And then there's other person will come with photos. The scenes they are showing far different from Liberia. The same. You know why? Those places are developed. Nowhere in Liberia developed. The pictures they showing of those machines. One picture, clear, clean. You see the beautifications behind. Liberia, you get any beautiful place? So the other picture, they took a tractor is on the Laura. They put it on and say it arrived at 3-4. The government too can confirm. The government is embarrassed. The government can confirm that 30 pieces arrived or one piece arrived. The government can deny. So the government itself is confused. PR, the same way CDC government had a bad, messy PR, it is the same of this government we see. Bad, messy PR. It is not for you to impress anybody. Government doesn't impress. When you attempt in life to impress people, they see how fake you are. And they can never ever trust you. You lost your credibility. When the machines have not arrived, they have not arrived. If you got 2 or 3 pieces in the country, and if the president or the government finds it fit that a full announcement be made, then the Minister of Information will announce that. But the same thing CDC, not all, but some CDC ministers were doing. That's the same thing. They were living on Facebook, just posting pictures here and there, different roles. Take people capital city, paste it on social media, and write 1 or 2 lines and say, this is what President Weah was doing. The same thing United Party people doing. Giving the impression that the machines have started arriving in the country when nothing yet. How embarrassing it is. What's the impression for? What's the blasphemy for? What do you try to prove? You condemn the people in the past of doing all of these things on social media. Government ministers today, they are doing the same thing. Should they be doing that? Should rescue ministers be doing this? If your intent is trying to develop the country and everything is working according to plan, you don't have to run ahead to give the pressure. Everything will fall into place according to time. That's what a responsible government is. Those of you who don't understand what they are using responsible government, that's what it is. When the time hasn't reached, you wouldn't see it. When the time reaches, you will see it. So you operate in a more mature, responsive atmosphere or manner. Now the president's office is embarrassed. His own ministers embarrassing him. They were condemning CDC ministers of living on Facebook, putting all kinds of things. I'm minister of government. I'll be putting government thing on my Facebook page. No. A government minister. When I go to the office, the government work with you. When I'm finished, when office, we are doing a private thing. Because I know if I take government and people on my Facebook, it might something I might say or do. I might think that is right, or the information I'm sending out is right, and it turns out not to go. Then it places a credibility then on my government. Some of the people in telling government we are going to lost their job on Facebook. That Facebook dismissed them. That Facebook told them off. That Facebook told them off. Some of the people who left Ellen government, left we are government. Ellen government Facebook was not as widespread as it is. But some of the people left, we are took them from the government that Facebook thing. That Facebook, we know they're around no one person. There's no story I'm making about no one person. It will be unethical to call him, but the person himself knows that Facebook take him from the government. Just writing unnecessary thing, embarrass the government. It was within that same thing that the president then, Church, we are called a meeting because it was embarrassing. The PR was bad, it was messy. So he asked the Reverend Dr. Lawrence Brookner to help synchronize government information, info and outflow. It was within that same time that he called that meeting and appointed the Reverend Dr. Lawrence Brookner. Asked Brookner. Somebody went out of the government before Brookner came in. The president said, "Yeah, synchronize the information because everybody's speaking." Then one these pieces of moving equipment, everybody's speaking on it. So there's no synchronization of information. So when PR said from the onset that he's going to do a synchronization, he's going to develop a system by which the information will be channeled appropriately, I laughed. This country, nothing can go straight. You can have the best idea from heaven. Once you get on air in Liberia, it's finished. Nothing can go straight. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing will go straight. Everybody speaking, government minister speaking on it. The other person speaking on it. The other minister is concentrating on his role, his ministerial role, speaking on it, putting pictures out. The other assistant minister, everybody fighting the same way people were fighting to impress Ellen, fighting to impress President Weah. The same thing they're doing to President Joseph Imabwaga. Because that impression is creating. But you gave me a misinformation, embarrassing the government. It is not for you to go put those things out when the time have not come. Wait, when the time comes, when everything is arranged, either the president himself or the Minister of Information, Jeremiah Pia, will announce it. That is why Jeremiah Pia is the government official spokesperson. So what's the difference between the people you're condemned and you're not? Because they're the same thing. I just feel sorry for Pia doing a job. But the people will not get Pia a chance because everybody wants to impress Mr. President, putting all kinds of things on Facebook. Now the machines have arrived in the country. Our therapy is already in the country. You go to Freeport University now. Amen. Y'all stop it. Y'all stop with this, man. Y'all stop doing that at all.
Everybody just wants to be a statement. Everybody wants to have their say. Everybody wants to talk so people can know that they are talking. But
they say they're working to like the government.
Yeah. So very shortly we take another winner. Very shortly
the vice president is off to spin. We'll talk about that.
Okay. Very shortly we take another winner. Go to the line. Let me see what I can do. So my spin if it reach, then we can take at least one winner. But that's 799. Select number 8 for Liberia. Put the entry through and star 799 hash. Select number 8 for Liberia. Play with $100 or 70 cents US and chance to win $34,000 today. It is an opportunity for you as a listener. So keep your entry right before the caller or after, then we can take another win. Entry that's star 799 hash. Select number 8 for Liberia. As you select number 8 for Liberia, play with $100 or 70 cents and stand a chance to win the 4,000 this afternoon. So we got 24 minutes past 4 and very shortly. So we go to the line now.
Yeah, this break, let's make some kind of quick adjustment. This break, then very shortly, in a few seconds. Don't worry.
In the next few months, a nice country, a very noisy country, rowdy, a heavily divided country, a very tough economy, a sense of elitism by those who are coming at the hem of authority. The coming in of the Unity Party is going to multiply the economic woe, economic conundrum, the economic quagmire, the suffering of the Liberian people is going to multiply. We are not prophets of doom, but the reality will come. So when you put me at the helm of Liberia, then people start saying, look at the story of Liberia, and people talking Rwanda. But right now, don't lift your hope too high. Things will get nasty, things will get dirty, because nothing's going to change. Even if you made Jesus Christ Minister of Finance, nothing can change. Nothing will change because the expense is looking you in the face. You have to fund everything. I see in the next few months a nice country, a very noisy country, rowdy, a heavily divided country, a very tough economy, a sense of elitism by those who are coming at the hem of the coming in of the Unity Party is going to multiply the economic woe, economic conundrum, the economic quagmire, the suffering of the Liberian is going to multiply. We are not prophets of doom, but the reality will come.
07709079070 0776 36 40 45. Have your say 0776 36 40 45. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Your name and where you call from?
I'm here to take the one now. That people start up.
Yeah, speak.
Yeah. How far you want to have a fan? Thank you for your analysis. No, to me, the former president of the Western City, so we have to come with you for no error. Stop. Now, why you wedding the okay, you will go to stop. Prime Minister over there. So, the same thing, no, I didn't know.
40, 45. That's the only about this. Your name and where you?
Yeah, my name is Mo Buchanan. I'm calling from my holiday in New Georgia. Yeah, mainly for the House of Representatives, as we all know from past times, the House of Representatives have long been knowing for sitting there for their interest. It is only during election time that you see these guys. I'm telling you seriously that this guy, for you to see them after election, very much difficult. But during election time, you will see them to come around, give supplies to people, convince them, make them massive, make the youth to suffer for them. When they accede to their power, they start to do things in their interest. These people are just bunch of people that sit over there, honorable, because the few ones that are there that are good, we only pray for the success of them, the majority of them, as poor children.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh.
Your name and where you call?
My name is Emmanuel Chicken. I'm calling from 11 to be precise.
Let's hear you, Emmanuel.
Yeah, when you told the Liberian people, do join from Plaza, Nevada City.
Let's hear you, Mr. Bobo.
Thank you for the platform this afternoon, Honorable. Hey, how are you, sir? How are you doing?